So the day has finally come. We're gonna go ahead and install this engine. You can see it's kind of missing like the pulley and stuff, all that I have in the other engine. So I'm not worried about any extra parts that I need for this. As far as like outside, I am gonna go ahead and dust it off. I'm not gonna put water on this because that's how I messed up the other motor. At least water, that's how it got messed up. So you really don't want to mess with water and engines at the moment, especially these older ones. The seals could just be going out. But I'm gonna go ahead and run you through what I did recently, and that is the drive shaft. I went ahead and put the front drive shaft, and I put the rear drive shaft. My biggest hurdle was the bolts. I had to go ahead and find the bolt and the nut that went together to be able to put all this together. And I got pretty lucky and was able to find every single one that I needed for the front and back. So everything spins how it should now. So as you can see, I'm not gonna go ahead and move it too much, but you kind of get it. I went and also cleaned out more of these lines. So the gas line and everything that I hadn't checked. So I went and cleaned those out with air, all good there. I switched out the gas tank. That was pretty easy. The only thing I do need to do is get some new hoses here and get this hose as well. But all that will come in time once I go ahead and finish all this. I kind of have an idea how to put everything back together. So that was like my only concern because I did not take this apart. I had help, so they kind of were able to do the lines and all that. And some of them, they were just cutting them up. And I didn't really see how to put everything back together, but I sort of have an idea now how everything goes back, so we should be good there. But yeah, let's go ahead and start this engine install because I finally want to see it in here. It's just been too long, so I'm gonna go ahead and start that up right now. So before starting to mount it up, I had just remembered that I needed the motor mounts installed first, and luckily I just remembered that I had a spare motor mounts because I think I threw the other ones away when I took this engine out. I just threw them away, or at least this part, and I really need that part. So thank God I found them. Now I'm gonna go ahead and install it, or at least jack it up and get ready to install it. The transmission mount is already on here. I had already left it on. I think this bolt wouldn't come out, so I just kind of like just left it here. So maybe this is better, I don't know. But I think if the body was on, at the end of the day, I think this would be better. It's a little higher and you can just get to it a little bit easier. But yeah, let's go ahead and jack this up and get ready to install. What is going on, guys? So as you saw right now in the time lapse, you saw me install the engine in, and that was about it. I was planning on turning it on today, and I kind of wanted to make that the full video was me installing the engine, turning it on, and see if it even turned on. So I know it spins because I got a ratchet and I turned it over. So it turns over for sure. That's no doubt in my mind. It does turn over. The oil is clean. Everything is good. But will it turn on? I don't know yet. So I'm missing a battery to go ahead and do that. I still need to do the oil change on the engine. I bought all that. So I really want to see once I turn it on, is once it turns on, is does it go to first, and does it go roll forward, does it roll back? I really want to test all those things out, and not drive it yet, but at least, you know, move it forward and back. And then on another video, we'll do a full drive on it. But I wanted to go ahead and give you an update on pretty much what I've done so far since I installed the engine. I did not show a lot of things I've done so far, so let me go ahead and show you. As you can see, the body is on. So I had a couple people over and I was like, look, help me put this body on. It's pretty much all I need help with as far as this build. And so they helped me put the body on. And then also all the bushings that go between the frame and the body, those are all new. I changed all that out. So pretty much where the bolts sit, I changed all those bushings out. Then I just started going ahead and putting the little body parts. So I put this little rail here, put the front window, and then I put the tailgate. Just things that I know won't be in my way. So that's what I want to go ahead and do. Also, the engine needed things as well. So it was missing the front cover, put the front cover on, put the fan on, this wasn't bolted on, the valve cover wasn't bolted on, put that on. And then all the wiring pretty much, I had to put all this on and figure out where it went. Obviously people did a lot of vacuum delete on it, so a lot of these hoses kind of go to nothing or are missing or whatever. As far as wiring, some wires are cut, but I had three wiring harnesses, so I was able to kind of save this one harness. And also, if you have a carb wiring harness and a fuel injection harness, it changes. So just make sure to not mix up the dash wiring harness and the engine harness, because they don't match up from different years. If you're thinking of doing that, make sure you have the same wires, because in a certain plug, the pins are round, and then in another plug, or another year, the pins are flat. So it changes from model to model depending on if it's fuel injection or carb. So just make sure you have the wiring harness and don't buy the wrong one. So yeah, and then I just started putting everything on the firewall, like all the little stuff on the firewall, connecting the brake lines, oil lines, all this, you know, stuff, gas lines. So yeah, just wanted to give you an update on that. Also, the color on this is different. In a couple of videos ago, I painted it matte black, and all these little bits are gloss black, so I'm gonna have to sand all that down. And it's these little parts that I mentioned right now: the tailgate, the front clip has to be painted, and the doors need to be painted. So now you kind of have an idea of what I need to do once it's running. So I'm not gonna do this, you know, anytime soon. It's when the car is done, I'm gonna go ahead, cover the rest of the stuff that I painted, and then go ahead and paint this. Also, the dash, wanted to show you it. I did put this on completely with AC. Will the AC work? I don't know, and maybe not. Mostly because of the cables. I did not connect the cables that, you know, you move everything with. Kind of didn't connect those. I did connect it to the wiring harness, but I don't know if it'll work. It'll hold anything, any kind of Freon or anything. What else can I show you? But I do need to paint this because it's really dirty. And I had 2 or 3 dashes. The first dash had like holes in it that people drilled, so that was kind of ugly. The second dash was missing a lot of pieces, and this one was like the most complete one. So just went ahead and put this one. I should have cleaned it beforehand, but I never did. I never got around to it. The pedals, I had some better pedals, and I kind of didn't. Like this one, I had the rest of the pedals that look like this, and as you can see, these look pretty beat up, but I don't have the rest of those, so that's gonna stay like that. But yeah, here it is, kind of complete. It's almost done. But in the next video, you'll definitely see me turn it on. At least I hope that we can. There's really no reason why we shouldn't be able to turn this on. The only thing is, will it turn on? So stick around for the next video so you can see all that unfold, because I'm pretty sure it's going to be exciting to see this thing turn on and hopefully run and do all the right things that it needs to do to go ahead and drive. So yeah, catch you in the next one. Please like and subscribe.